Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is the 5th of July, 2019. Actually, yesterday was the 4th of July, and it is the Independence Day for the United States of America. It was yesterday. Inti Enra, America 49 Omo, happy independence, and especially to all a Republic Day. Sorry, Inti Medema, one munyina, if America Enra, you had a good time. Especially, I'm my baby one. I hope you had a good time. And I saw your colors. I couldn't help but post them. Anyway, and then my Christian Donkor, as usual, and ABD Nkomo. Christian Donkor, a chartered accountant or a auditor, and if it's what's not share financing. About the financing on some with him na near EBN say, share. Chamber yes, when you actually kakra or one analysis kakra they become why finance person here. Bibi a border on finance communications and in the account now and then they be design common. Oba yem pese beko too much into politics. Now for yashe a car Ghana abo banking sector. And then papers to be actually say number one we hit some skebu Dubai. It's a case no echo in his favor. Inti obibia o kakra woman and one so masala wa airport oba acha da gauta ganama where you know waji wadi na uko anana mwa nyesa but sounds like bebo na baso nya bonetri kwa se ni papa mu ye na sa na ye hwehwe no ye be ma okwan wa frɛ 0240550899 about quarter to the end of the show ye di agrodi ne bebe wi ya ye be ma wo so wa frɛ no wa kyerɛ wadwen wo frɛ ya ne di mu akyerɛ ye wudin any baby a wolf free fee. After so sharing live on YouTube at Net2 TV GH. We sharing so I know what show messages said they are brave. Making sure so messages you know. Udin any baby a wolf free back home. All I'm saying is that make sure when you're sending your messages on YouTube, you have your name and where you're texting us from. Then we will be happy to read it loud for everyone to know. And you can call us on 0243-055-000 about a quarter to the end of the show. I'll quickly bring you the newspaper headlines and then we go through with Christian Donkor. Today we'll be touching on the parliamentary chamber. I had a funny question as to what kind of chamber it was. Please, it is a chamber for the parliament, for parliamentary. Mamisha say with the new weekend crusading guide, and it has on the front page, I bought new 450-seat chamber plan. Again, the name chamber showed up. Occupy Ghana fires raises critical concerns. And no, our front page of the weekend crusading guide, and I feel so. Yeah, University College of Education, Rampus, Afo Bruni Hart as Yoko indicts him. This University of College Education has said, Kwaba, I'm pleading with government to stamp their feet and get it done once and for all. Yenshe for Legacy Capital saying Legacy Capital savings and loans customers on coalition calls. Oh, okay. Oh. Dispute Danshra Palace was built for Danshra man Ebusia Penny. And that's some. We have a good news here. $100 million military housing project commenced, and that is for the military. I remember years ago we had one built, or one that was supposed to be built for the police service. I was personally there at the SWAT curtain, but I could see it. I think I was at Tesla Police Training School years ago. The Chronicle: Leadership of Parliament justifies new 450-seater chamber. And after all the hue and cry, Togolese court registering in voter. And you see John Boydu right there in action. John Boydu at the center, registration center with some of his men. There's a gentleman in his hands in the pockets, but men didn't want to go. NCA suspect ran to Supreme Court. The Daily Statesman, Otin JC outdoors clothes for Year of Return, and the Year of Return Homecoming Summit is ongoing. Actually, I think today is the last day at the center. Court blocks state's move to retrieve funds from Unibank, and then we have $100 million military housing project is launched. President cut short for work to begin at Teshi Barracks. The right place to be. Ghanaian Times, we have Ghana risk terrorist attack, expert cautions. Well, if it happened to your side and side, it's just wise that you take caution. So yes, construction of parliamentary chamber occupy Ghana. CDD rejects idea, but majority leader allays public fears. President cut short from military housing project and 40 drivers arrested on a motorway, fines 23,040 Ghana cedis. I really support this idea. On the back page of the Ghanaian Times, we have Ghana's SDGs performance mixture of successes, challenges, and we have develop local seed industry, PFG report. That's the back page of the Ghanaian Times. And the Daily Guide has on the front page, I was not touched journalist. I told you yesterday, and when I make say, Afumoni, Kame has best to say, or Beba Kase, Yen Intia as a journalist, Utumi, Efa Obifu for email in the password, now access it without his consent. And no nanka yes and some trouble, say a problem. Rather than coming to say, I'm buying fish, alleged torture, Nipana, than in the Wankase, Yan Tochano. I think we're missing a point here. Number one grabs $39 million in Dubai. Number one, you know, come down to Ghana and let's be firm. Impartial Kufo to EC, $100 million housing project for military. MPs abandon new chamber. We there, Ekrase Maka, and Sumimi. Nka ye bubum so ye nyam bubum nti eno ano no momfa mo chamber na yenso ye mfa yesika momfa mo Ghana na yenso ye mfa ye chamber ye ngoso capping of district assembly common fund, it's not constitutional, Supreme Court declares. And we have take personal safety seriously. Nepani bebre wo ha. Yeah, yes, personal safety nimpo yin taking it serious. So take personal safety seriously. Prempe Achimota and we get a clash at National Science and Maths quiz today. DVLA talks up 3 JITA awards. So let's take the back page of the Daily Graphic, and it says, Daily Graphic, Crane determined to soar over lions. Chai. Kotoko to name Zakaria Zen as a new coach. Okay. As Ashgold turns to Adipa. Ah, my own lovely Adipa. I believe I miss you. I see your name here again. Well, and someone may be such shortly, and they say, Yane Christian Donkor bedding como enche. But Ghana for, is it true that we forget so easily or easily? No cre, am passa Ghana for, you really fear dear ampa. Few years ago, and yes, said the Anna Yoma be so Yoma a happy ye. I can't see yen foaso. And nay na ya dane ho adane ye kasa. Me ba no na ma etieti nsam ni bi na me mama asem wa Christian Donkor atena sente de nkomo no be hihye so or a chartered accountant or a financial analyst. Ye be hwe sikasem ho hihye ne sikasem a ekoso ewo oman mu ana ya hwe Friday bia no ana ye dedicate Friday no to financial literacy enti ye be ye ya church mu nyoma ni so sadia wo sankrakra so wo say wo ka wo na and somebody the doors will be brave. I doubt if you will make justice to all because there are other topics and so you better sikabia banks and so ensa kan ye nipa na odan so hwese kan be ko be was konde enko nyina na afin so ya hwe chamber anka yes ye be see beto oge chamber ya quite remember say ex-president Mahama. I will play you the video ebeka say anka say ni wonu be ye no. Funny enough, none of us reacted. Is it so say we have so much confidence in this current administration, say we have the liberty and the will to determine what we want, and now we have a say in the administration or in governance. And nothing you to me kasana na say na you humbi ni ne shey and now say I don't know. Mr. Donkor.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And I may ban my head down kakra. But again,
Yeah.
Oju in some no bia no maybe ko.
To be honest with you, there was so many financial issues.
Yeah.
Especially banking sector.
Yeah.
The receiver no. Let me say no yabeka ho asem kakra. Ni amano do no from KPM general. We want ho asem ka. We need to discuss him. Because ejuma na so we'll discuss him properly.
Yeah, manfo because ohuswa.
Yes.
I bet to differ. Obia we're rising through the ranks to this position.
Yes.
I won't take that so ohuswa.
Fair. Yeah, there were 4 big audit firms in Ghana here. And there was small ones. Came here, Deloitte, Price Waterhouse, and Ernst & Youngs. Yana obiye juma wa na partner bi fi ho a ye fee say omo de amo international so no am work no is very excellent than me catch us say yen smaller ones no we do even more better job.
Yeah.
But mama nchero ye de banga shawunsa say bang we ama misconduct won ho
what bobo and that one so the one
their liquidity challenges. Ebinum nya liquidity challenges. Na last me check difference between liquidity and insolvency.
Yeah.
For liquidity, ebia your short-term funds, working capital with the managing. Ebetuma pasa asset. A som bo pa ewo ho. Be no o short-term funds na eno na wo turn no easily. How koto materials no akoto. Na de abeya de no waton no realize eno na wo problem. Your friend liquidity challenges. Untumi ntua workers ka ni ade. And no Bank of Ghana betumi support too with funds. But you can say insolvency. Na sasa wo asset a wo no e ka mini no.
Your Donkor and solve the problem.
Yes, sasa wo ka be 200 million. Wo asset na so you 50 million. How would you run? That one is insolvent. That one it means automatically the business need not belong to outsiders. One more to mean Fiawam Sunjasa, a buy them. And as a big court, and on a yana court to be a court declared company be as insolvent. So what I say, hey, you declare one necessary as a support, Emma Yadima receiver. Na Obama Kishu as a crana set a crana acano. Yabet or tongue, now Nipa be able to and Omokani Tuamka, now Momo, a binum so high, and yes, you can bet my bad debt. By government, dear. You declare all the banks here insolvent, you know. One. First, no more liquidity challenges. Yet the Bank of Ghana, the Sika Komao. Sika ni yet Komao no mudi. So still no liquidity challenges.
No.
And then translated to insolvency. Insolvent have the Amokana many almost set to know they can operate. And to the best thing, when you get to insolvency, then it means not against some a government, a Bank of Ghana, no homogy. Now we're making sure that they protect depositors' money and what. That's exactly what happened.
Yes.
Now who Amano do? They've given this kind of tax to you. Not what's a
me no tax I yagino. You say Jifash this basic. Said you buy one more actually woman.
Yes.
Woman to me ko access almost Canada banks.
Very good.
Okay.
Now you are showing sir a very serious tax. Because as someone said they will have legal implication and other things.
Yeah.
And so because Nipana watching the bank, remember saying in Yabre. He's going to tackle you.
Yeah.
Or bet or do court.
Yeah.
People hunting near maybe I say and I just said because you should realize before even the bank they were operating.
Yeah.
So what went wrong? And even Amano Duoduno, in the case of maybe Unibank, remember say who's a Unibank case be a some koto ADB. Bass immediately, you know. And Bank of Ghana Bemu, no, who said that Unibank Crampono. There are so many insolvency and liquidity challenges into up until KPM is our management. And this Amano Duoduno was appointed to manage that bank. But since that months down the line, near say now I get to a point to say, you have a bank no crown, I will see off in Tiachi. So you are Mano Duoduno as the bandit director and you appointed some manager. That 6 months, what did you do to turn back the bank?
The question is, so or to me turn around the financial status of the bank and can one man call liquidity.
And me tell say,
oh man, may insolvent.
Yes,
it went to me and yet.
Went to me and yet.
Yes.
Now you appointed the same person to be a receiver of the bank. Would you granted say if your corner near my so west into went to me and 10 things run and the banks
now if you are late
and you're late into young Cambo. Now you are a receiver. Can you imagine? As a senka will buy as professional, what public expect to say? Immediately, no, you be a serious forensic audit. Then you come out. There are how many 7 banks?
Yeah.
Let's know each one asset our own heritage. The total liability. A man here insolvent. Write it. Let's see asset. Look, how much mistake mako. Make sure you have fair gun and you have let us know the assets and you stop taking near who be beer. Then I clear. No beer with some the company insolvent. You didn't do that. Did you see it in the report of that nature?
So yes, sir. It gives the companies the power to take him to court.
That is exactly
enough so be out me this solve.
And you see court cases in Eba. Now Unibank is taking him to court. Would they and over? All the banks are gambled up. Because now they are also going to contest a liquid insolvency challenge now to because
he has nothing to prove.
You didn't come out with the report. And now, I'm try the twist. Now, what say other banks, especially Beige Capital, last time you discussed, say what we use to depositors money and or dear beer other subsidiaries or the number of subsidiaries by 11 will be or did depositors money not their question into one misappropriating. You saw that. Good. Now, to what the name court, who share a car no a fee Beige Capital no book is about 1 billion. And who pray to court to say they should allow you to seize the property of Beige Capital of this subsidiaries. Now, now find the free that 1 billion, Sebet made the free, and our born is subsidiary Beige Village, granted. Now, then beyond that week, now the Abba said, see, cheap Beige Capital, because the properties, are diverted. What diverted about 50 cars.
Wow.
Then I said, what is the meaning of that? When you resolve with this bank, and the other man was a receiver, what did you do to capture all these cars?
So my uncle is slowly.
Yeah.
Clearly, say your mandate to as receiver.
Yes.
A summary of duties.
Yes, duties. And they say one. A bank's in the amount and your problem. So what we expect is one. We be serious forensic audit. Near am asset a war. Any liabilities a war near money insolvent. That should be even the first thing that we should do. Let's get that report. Now, this is now we receive it means bank sika even what bank was said don't hold now. So what you need to do is to take stock of all the cash you have inherited. Making sure say you are making in a mobilizing now the Bank of Ghana. Like I said, sika a war bank and thirdly, all the properties of the bank, immediately you take steps to make sure they are secure. Not even one can nobody takes away. Now,
to me fire before you in charge, and then the uncle pray.
No grab that be no crano. What thing I will take steps and will retrieve Abba.
It's when
first in the Wahono
near Mona do one you move.
One yet, I know Dimika Kumase. Aqua catch security person say. Amuntum can secure Beige office wo hono na Mike Negwakwa 50 cars near dear Johnny uncle. When and this is last week, no, you. Not just even the banks now, yeah, the mouse receivership. You don't even know the assets. I won't have it here. You have not even taken stocks. You have not secured it.
No, you're doing.
That is my problem. And you see, and I make a chono. They are all coming to take the receiver to court.
Wow.
And that is even Sikana also or Jeffy, the fund bank owners and directors. That is marks of incompetence. Look, my mentor didn't say incompetent. Yama with Juma, accountants. enye bibia na yenim what am I say enye bibia na yenim enti se eba certain kind of professional angle na enye wole a you seek professional advice what the case go mo court say these directors of this Divan Bank no amwa misappropriate depositors money any idea to the tune of what can be say Unibank there 5.7 million and I'm oh Jeff no now going to court no as long as one the fund bank no ya can now bomb the another bank which is consolidated so what you say anti consolidated no was only consolidated bank you are near mano dodu
you are an individual
and you do anti sa wo kwa file any suitor as I say in the name of Unibank as a defunct bank and I would just a property in the amount and you because court to court na you would in I would apply that suit
you don't have a stand
na me minji go for property na me the man I would do any coffee it should be in the one seek professional advice who say would you receiver
only counsel only legal
and when I make sure say this is the marks of incompetence because you say wouldn't crap would help me say your mommy do maybe na me ya I look at to say me na me do commercial even judge or your experience so no matter just one I would track case this one how would you judge it say me apply this suit to advise me on this suit na judge ka me na me transfer me punch say would na would dey kokoye as would dey ko siw nkofo no enya appropriate no professional siw this ka wo be nya ni correct
Mr. Donkor there's a saying say in some do wo ha onya hu the unya accept it and now realize our problem somehow some ways have solved so say engine samana because said the old church you know say truly near kokoso no kokoso na kusia 4 years 3 years time you know a car buying betua no
yes
it will be more than what we are seeing right now. Meanwhile, this is an intervention that is supposed to help the people.
Definitely.
It's supposed to save money and save the people.
Good.
Then I'll this also buying farm.
Immediately, you know, I'm not going to do work and it's subject to questioning. Look, what we said now, or no crown, but I'm surprised say I'm far. Now, I don't know how baby and Coco MP in the name of the government. Coco, yeah, and a family once was the never catch it.
Oh, I saw okay.
Oh, me not me catch it. Now, wait, or general car, no, yeah. Now, she said, banks are, I'm born my can. Now, buying to me raise it 12 billion. Now, yet, shame, I'm your to be a car. Now, what is Uncle for in art to me, Fanko Court? What are your channel?
I didn't know to me, Fanko. Who patches because or your NDC?
No, not necessarily so. But the way you was behaving a few minutes ago, he contested. Oh, contested, say about or contested. Look, see, you should be very careful.
I really like the part say who raise caution because we will end up paying more.
Yes, because me who need or yes sir, we common thing. For example, for ya would you from charge ben I would ya bo. Yeah, see a cocotte. Yafe yantumbio. Ya one or the Sicaba say, I'm about bag with me pray to cause say, I'm a minji but me for some decision property. Inti, I didn't have the mom. Since a cabo, no, I'm property no crampo. And say, Jama, you are is not
all the unsanka or the truth. We are
me who be Anna, even property no cram. Sa we secure. I've been one toilet last week here to police. I'm moving immediately. What pointing of Obisa Munko. Meanwhile, already near say beige capital Mike my whole friend. What could take 50 cars?
No, so let me tell you the game. Me Professor Bakubeka say you have to learn you have to know the rules to break the rules.
Yes.
Some can you cry okay only in the course you are probably around the same level.
Yeah.
When him says one take his stock 1 year forensic audit up to about certain point. There are certain things he can get away with. Men can say son warrior, but say you one come in.
Yes, don't make a chance. That is exactly no oil. Because when we say loophole, we will receive an edumana oil. And you remember say, look, all the defunct banks, you know. Their board of directors, their owners, and all those, so they are people of brain. Don't underrate their level of intelligence.
Of course, some of them are qualified.
Look, they are looking at the whole in your work. then they will come back. They will look.
You are foreseeing a lot of actions in the near future.
Now, Unibank credit where they can call. Or say on only position insolvency na this one and you no correct.
Wow.
And you are court now already in Sika. Who say would the Quaco Jiffy Unibank directors near the other? Oko court because even you suit no what actually. Now, what she says a damaging spirit. The next thing is Oko push. She said, "Move from me bank, your mommy back." Because insolvency, speaking against it. And this is somebody you have been given a duty from a very astute audit firm that will expect you to do a job. But
KPMG nominated and a mandate Amano do to be in charge.
I think you said it. Maybe I demand KPMG, but that time, I'm pointing say DNM.
But have you tried to talk to ABR? Minim said also nim penifo din komo. Of course, and penifo also share your show into minim said almost taking note and they will take immediate actions to hold some of these things because trust me, said they can't corner. Say you know crepa as sadia we might end up painting a very bad picture of something that was meant to be a very beautiful thing. Because I buy actually say obe save and crazy can bank say guni nkofo nyuma say
yes
then tina o take his step no na se nipa o ne si anu no and our company or the man nipa o nominating so in this enyuma and executing it to the latter then means you start a nice journey and end up in a rough den. But so therefore say no 1 or 2 minutes one in some sort taking action. Say or retract or withdraw KPMG and I say or call it Amano Dodunu to question.
Hey, Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana appointed them.
Okay.
So they should subject their work into questioning.
As soon as
possible. Make sure they should make sure as at now, say unsecure the properties of all the defunct banks now. Immediately they should secure it. And make sure say near us is here no not even a distance was split off. And also make sure those that they have taken by this time, can those ones they've taken cannot by this time what they about me account.
But more
can you imagine say 12 billion by the question defunct banks? That's and the report by say almost 700 million and do 1 billion and I'm to realize. Can you imagine?
From 12 billion.
From 10 billion.
Interesting.
Now, you receive action before. This rural banks near before near that. Make me show the good job we did. Now, you know, me who a lot of loopholes, and that loopholes, and I'm for the film now more punchy. Ne Juma ye nano, ayakwa. And one step on the game. We don't want to see and a bank owner when Africano, I'm for properties now. Maybe when I take this, I don't want to hear that thing cry because you have the mandate. Make sure you secure the property. Nobody get even the opportunity. Now even by this time, so Michael, you know, I offer that. Mike on I'm holiday. He should be arrested.
Yeah.
Because that one we're breaking the rules and then even the laws.
Say, Jatum see a dear from some and what's a cocoa properties nibia.
And now catch us.
And so do you with this, do you still believe say Ampa Mike Akot Saka's name?
And me just say receiver no. On one no much some what tron or there see how there police for Kumasi. So move in. Now Mike Ababe cast with 50 of them of making various Land Cruisers, Nissan and on way floor.
But do you from this submission, do you think Nia Manadodu is losing control of the work?
He has lost control long time ago. Because me say one farm you see various banks my young car and one boy buying. Me report me young properties are one listed. In next said Unicredit, Unibank, one listed all the properties. No one may value. And we said this is what we can realize. This is a year more into this is a car but to a buyer. And you grab on say yes, you are that should be the first platform. Now you have kept all in suspense. Adia Betcha, you do court case, no lose. So what do you want us to do?
Maybe a court case ni low lose na yeme kakra because I no damage awarding of damages ni started ba ebe hu kakra judgment debt ya ebinum ko twa ye na e hu aba asem a yemi to me that's the only thing I really think we should take a look at. But yebeko ya other issues we ye see for now.
Good.
Ye raise alarm and I say ye ringi you hope say empenifo asobeti no take the necessary action ASAP because say ampa empenifo say you save public purse. This is a sure avenue we can save or leak public purse or public revenue because a kwa kusi court na court enya kase ampa wanya wadwuma ye you had good intentions but anko yeah I'm sorry, you might have to reward the person or you'll be awarded damages. Maminko YouTube, I'm share YouTube no. Good morning from Daniel Besaga. Good morning to you, Daniel. I'm watching you live from Dubai. And then Sikanana, all the current MPs must be voted out come 2020, especially or say Chimen Sabu. So, oh, are they? When we play the video, I will expect your comments again. Nana Sika, and I'll say, Abedi, I dey feel you, Keke. Me too, I dey feel you, pa, but you're bashing. Yay. Nana Kwesi Abebi, good morning, Abedi. I'm watching you live from Italy, Rome. Good morning to you, too. And then Sikanana MPP party and the government were too slow to act. That allowed the Mahama government to get away with a lot of crimes. We'll be taking a quick break, and when we're back, talking to Mr. Christian Donkor, we will be also showing you a video of ex-President Mahama when he spoke about this 450-seater chamber. Enti say moi mate audio no radio so ne keka home sure say bowling panta no mo boy and am na fe ahyefe mi na ya bobi na ye na ye ho ba bia idea we e free ye say there ya church egu nkrata so dada na asan be pii mu ha no ma enkoye say narrative ni ya asesa but minim say Ghana for ye remfia de sa MPs a won multi parliament a wo hwe mo cast ne omo lifestyle ne bebre na so say be omo bibi dada abo omo bra dada are they the ones we are supposed to be worried about and I me ne why nam kwan ho anyway Christian Donkor
yeah before
and them so Jackra they shall say when shower have work
yeah oh where they say you say we just was now start to cover you the way that am function na you ni abrepa because on my way no to be honest with you you good president and he said oye adwuma passe na ndipa bi edu to say dia ma ntumi ya I get worried because I'm sure at the end of the day no ya be fa na affect before we come to President Mahama, my main show bibi. UniCredit, a subsidiary of Unibank.
True.
And everybody will know, say, once UniCredit is a subsidiary of Unibank, say people deposit with UniCredit, definitely inflow will go to
Unibank.
That is the inferences. But I bet me, I say, most of the money is so much transfer because outside. Or the investment, that one no doubt about that. But so yeah, they are the mother the parent company. Yeah. Now what Unibank? If I were you, definitely so who say the effect will definitely go to
UniCredit.
UniCredit.
True.
To either you take that one to a match because they say owner or you make sure say Unibank now we're taking on whatever inflow I want Unibank now we're taking on immediately. Because treat as a separate entity so that no one to your customers.
I mean it's logic.
Now a lot of people go to almost UniCredit banks
almost
asset to see a cry collapse because of course the branches go to Apengwa, go this and Apengwa so what's that car dealers, most of them seek out. Your head office, so we met most of them. I'm saying to see we are grappling. And also management risk management money say. And they promise to release it to them and you are a receiver. Do audit and know whether genuinely is true. Now make sure you recommend and pay them so that they now go to head office of Unibank and go and see. And on also maybe you are also not yet prepared to bring in whatever maybe he has taken outside or this thing to put in because the things say or sika or Unibank and it's helping a bit. Why is that will solve a problem? Now you should create for another problem. So who has a receiver no? And so show all this thing and so me will say and you almost can no crana. Let us know Unibank balance. Now, make us a ni na ye. May you walk a Japada on heritage. And I won't yet say, even if investment or heritage or Unibank, may you share details. It's a unique credit on the woman. No one will say a benya direct effect for her. And immediately you don't look the unique credit as a subsidiary again.
So, but it that much impact.
No, now one what this now a couple woman I'm to mean to deposit a sika and a cow.
But also two ways.
Yes.
It could be say per all reasoning a woman.
Yeah.
Me him say Abia Ejuma me me mother company ni.
Yeah.
Yachi me mother company no.
Yeah.
Of course if I want to get away with murder, Uba me say me papa or mama scan kakra yachi no. Enti me nyes kana me mpo mama obi. It could be.
Exactly.
It could be true.
Yes.
It could also be say me achi me papa scan me so me won me dey akosie baby because when them say when you achi me papa dey oba be chi me. And Uba me say sika bi anhye me.
And no na enti na your responsibility of the receiver to do a good job. Because who necessary woman you and not even Bank of Ghana mobile out to bear press command was so unit credit as some more can and now say can be anyone wash daka and to go and pay your customer. You want so many ultimatums say I want you am customer say.
But me wa onye
that or the ama you and you are confusing everybody. All the customers is here say I'm now depressed. Now their workers there are resigning.
Wow.
And your bedroom will be no over call head office kwa meeting and maba ho. No so create. And yasre Bank of Ghana ni amano do. Especially Union Credit has a peculiar case.
They should attend.
Mama who say I don't know can I no cre and I no cre. It in affect so that say on and only attack no and I say depositors ebe tackle no. Ni all these things. So that is why the savings and loans screening is also significant.
Yeah, back to our honest. But say you're serializing this very conversation because you're raising first alert. Yeah, who present penny for every TA. No more taking the necessary action. Again, like I said, one will take action to remedy or no more find remedize a situation. Yes, sir. But we've painted a clear picture.
Yeah.
And parcel, I mean, just logic say what Obiadia, you should expect the ripple effect on the other subsidiaries.
Yes.
And then think through the only saving grace and a saving situation will be to bring the report that shows say ampa one will be nim and ampa one more ABC and a woman and say then it will be smooth. But again, ABI say KPM engineer Mano do if you guys have their report, it will be just right to just also let us have one. So going forward, we will also read it out. Main call YouTube, na main kind messages in kakra. But like I said, no, we will talk about this 450 chamber a year Kosovo Parliament. I'm proud. Say Ghanaians now are being citizens because Bibia aban yana say Bibia Kosovo Ghana ye na to me dey anotum. Just say akwa kodru me say akwa kodru me tie John Dumelo ni Samini dey no ene na just say asemu well Ghana for actually say yeremfi asem ampa yeremfi but main kind messages be Apia Ofori good morning Abedi I'm watching you live from Kuwait and wait to Samuel Asari good morning Abedi what do the parliamentarians want in the new chamber? The government should not make any attempt in improving it because it can contribute to the downfall of the MPP elections in 2020. Trust me, I don't even support it in any way. That is my opinion because sometimes they stay 12 hours when necessary. So a bit meeting our grammar late into the night. But the current condition is not that bad. I mean, compared to other things. That's my opinion. Philip Osebeko, good morning. The $200 million could be used elsewhere, such as building technical colleges to train our young people on apprenticeship for skilled trade, plumbing, electricians, motor technicians, etc. And Sikanana is saying, as I said, the MPP party and its government were slow to act when the opposition and in government, yes. Have they been slow? I think the MP before they are now a bit formal and
Good.
Kojo Bailey, okay, Kojo, you didn't say anything, but again, we have Sepeku saying here in the UK, tradesmen earn more than civil servants. Of course, about charge you £20 an hour and not £12 an hour. Woman need taking 24 hours. Wow, the plumbing no yen crop person in terminal call. Mr. Donkor, yen share a MPC in semi kakra.
Yeah.
Yen share baby a free buy.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, to be honest with you, let me define these parameters.
Go ahead.
Before we go ahead.
Go ahead.
So far, me take comments among for account on this particular chamber. No?
Yeah.
But who should be in the conversation? Also, can say, look, chamber no there, and can bad idea. Then mom timing. Any of their resources we could channel it
of resources
to other important things.
Yeah.
And to Usha, Obia, all the important personalities, I said that take it time out to look at it. Because when issues crop up, me shut down rush it, Mr. Dia, banking issues, must study and I mean, problem I have with it. And he me shut down rise it and rise it right. Because Usha. Problem me we yes see I say you who say a good thing na mum enye can ye bad thing na mo challenge nya na ye one MPs na kasa mo no they have disappointed me in a sense say look here ade
minority
so what you say now when you say ade we a good thing what do you have to do? As someone now come home, now check what Ghanaians need is in church. Papa is some of the money. It's not about say you need cigar and assets. As some woman, there is the need for this thing and asset. Now Tom slow by sure near no Ghanaians better here. So what I say? No more a young one the ammonium some more challenges for honor. More started brought mamu. Ebinum. We see it's about election, and they are looking at it.
So,
say your way, melusu near the it's not about you building this now. It's about some of them, their behavior, their constituency, and them will lose. Whether they build this building or they fail to build it, roads will be one Ghana, yeah. Road be so I
like that.
So
I like that.
Yeah, would your permanency or
make priorities no.
Road be what? Yeah. A road be a bay, and a road so to me in a forest at that way. After a baby would develop. Yeah, tonton. What's your better road at all? Road no. Anti, that is it. Mona says some church. Now, said there is the need for this. Now, pull up the public mind. They can crank. Now, yet making sure say we go along with it. But
again, I didn't know.
Sabin, our boy
in Ray. This is about 2013, if I'm not mistaken.
Anna, your boy, are you hungry? Oh, no, Kayano, Yankashio. Nipania, Nama, yeah. Now you'll be dead because Onya. Baby so comfortably, but where you want to me, Anna or Koya,
Mr. Uncle Slow Bamika. Yeah, the question is at the time I expressed Mahama Ekasasam win. Yeah, Yante. And I said, Nagana, you was a cabroswa, and I said, I can in na manesi, it's young Kawasama, who did the permanent. And then I make a company. Okay. I know the president, oh yeah, now you're fine. Maybe you're sure, say, mind, no, of course, where you're babbage, you're very good. Now I went to my way by him. Now, you did request Robert to be a buying him say, oh, yes, consider now also bird destiny. And you know, where you babayano, so what you say, and no dear, oh, where they are by there, and you're quine, you're into young crazy. So what you say, but who the mommy? Let me say this. Go ahead. Very, very important part, right? Yeah. Let me ask you something. Go ahead. Say, supposing we are here, and I say, donor funding agency, or Banos, oh,
for the entrenchment of democracy, money $200 million no move here. Donor fund so for specific project or the amount.
No, the other donor fund the next round near first canoe.
Yes.
To me, find anything apart from the cancer.
Very good. And in this year, very judges Ghana and Yabaji. I
will be who rejected the Gamma Donkor.
Now, let me put it this one. That chamber, no. Parliament is so strong institution, say.
Yeah.
Without our tax. Bet to me, seeking donor agency, this is high way.
True. Maybe they should go ahead and do that.
Without going through our tax money and the government to what about that? But where the funding is coming from, and Rebecca said, a bad limit our progress a yummy issue. But say if they are want to build, number to me resist Sika, don't know what is wrong with that.
Yeah.
What I say, because we are yet was some regions be become. Also no MPC Befi Ho.
Anyway,
a best man, ministers, a better maybe a bank increase. We say, oh, the Pama Simra, who won't say, oh, you better grad the regions in Libya, because I can't hear you. Almost where I did Biaba, who won't so no so baba.
Make it very good points. They had the option to also source for funding from other minimum companies who are Ghana sharp by us here. See, when they decided, say, project or person, you know, uncle Gia buying Sika because already I buy one children. Or no, ebe jikwan akwenye free buying ho. No, konim penny for will be on between a bunch of agreement, be our mobile partnership now. You know, more a project, no? Good. Which is a brilliant idea. Should we always take everything to our buying? Good, and then I make a way. I'm not quick to this thing. Even I make us a parliament. Someone can say your background work, and then come say that way, young for pressure to abide so. Yes, we wouldn't. Okay, my young starting prior to international agency. Because our for international, the Amuni man is a person west democracy. One bank rabbit to Mabisi and 200 million for this parliament. Set to raise it. Yeah. Nanka more mobilizing Nanka. Oh, you're not donor. You find be from there. And no say, and I made show say, oh, I'm not quick to, and as at now, so no, almost one can say a government funding normally by and your mom young time. They are considering. I think on this note, me, I'm appealing for one for deal, man, I copy funding. Me, not make a chair because you're going to be honest with you. Near me, honey problems are more canoa. Not sometimes they have a genuine problems. And here now as citizens, then it's a year now thinking of the source of funding. And your more than a motion, when you do not support to be near the aya. Now, when it should be I say, Obiko resin where a most demonic something that you who be that. And the Obia sorry, and I made the me yes say no my chief campaign and all those things. But you bet church more. Where he answer down yet to me a problem. Problem, and on me by church room. Send me your problem and my development and also. Right. Good. Yeah. NDC, I'm in trouble. There were 3 arms of government. Yeah, member. First one, you were the executive. Yeah. You were the legislature, which is this, and then the judiciary. Near any court complex. Near any. No. And only at the Nipa Jimuna said, you didn't consult with my young Fanenko. You see for God complex. Yes, for. No, you see, that time when I rose in Navy. Yes, so we've got that one. I know the whole year and Intino, who take it that side, and I know some their campaign. Conspicuous, yeah, they are never be a while, yeah, and you're very conspicuous. Until you can easily say, yeah, as at now, and you know, be as MPP, communicators with problem. And you know, most of the things are buying intangibles. Now, intangibles, to me, who conspicuous, but of high value. But it's intangible, so and easy to pinpoint. Especially so who need technical knowledge, be able to IT kind of migration. So who need power into this. I want to me and how you bet to my church. But over to my catch Legon Hospital in this one. Media show me what you have done. And was it quite complex?
Mam ne see that time I see chere me say e ko ho che me ye hu de see yana omo de omo amu kapra wo be hu an ye see ade no enti that time you building road na wie me so ye de aba me nka say enye is good but the other arms no so say me ya. The question is that say enye rap for now me my problem is where the funding is coming from. If they can go ahead and then secure the fund from donor and I need support.
There's no problem.
There is no problem with this.
Mami, I'm not the phone line here and twice. So I also just so you know, the media, we are the fourth arm. And you say yes, we have account. The media is the fourth arm of government. Yes, your powers are crazy. 0240550899 0240550899. Christian Donkor, NAD income, Christian Donkor, your auditor, or your chartered accountant, and I say, or sounds of tradia. Inti, Yasha Nisana, you remember other issues. So now, you per se a layout. Last year, she BBS share current administration. The current administration, dear, a perception.
Good.
And I will change him. But one fact. The previous administration, they are not.
Yes.
It's a nation, Kakrana, fire phone call.
Me pasa amount for we say. Near your road, you to me, it's about serious corruption scandals. I take it place. Yeah. Look, 2012, NDC led by John Bahama, Equity loan be $175 million. Say, Amudi Kosi, 7 district hospitals. And I'm going to $175 million. Unim company be among the man your friend SCL Social. And your mother company of what? The Cambridge Analytica.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Unim. I'm Jessica and buy a beer. And you know what? This company way I'm contracting. Say on you must $6 million. Non-farm making sure say or the acquire a research be to discover the damage scandal which say on find research be near making sure say you come out with our health needs. So what I say, and I'm the master company no I'm the man I'm carry twice in penna I'll catch my friend fire research near your chances of winning 2016 election.
Oh no.
Me na make a 60 million. Me na make that company. Now I'm got a budget a research. Near who say you be win 2020 6 million. I wrote that say 6 million but to construct most of them. Near you say they are research. Beyond that 175 there is 6 million if like almost 169. 169 don't the one hospital. I don't know what I'm see.
And $169 million.
169. Where you don't know what they know. District what? I don't quite want to see a complete year. And which more beyond no. What is that amount in the more? The rest in now you see what's better. And it's winning. And what different one? It's about $150 million. Na your book we na yakoji loan na you bet your interest sa sika we anya close to 200 million na ya di besi we no a na ka hwe say ya di obi fagu no bottom enka ya de ma parliament that day no kan no o de ko twa sword no di si ya enka ye benya mfa so wo kan ye say na ye kan. This is what is ripping the country from development. Two mami show I be so hasi right so a married deal, when you a married deal, journalist be that or what or you well a journalist, no way, Norwegian journalist. What Brazil alarm said this a married deal is serious corruption scandal.
I remember.
And no estimate is a minimum warm, maybe I'm going to feed Dubai, no matter it should cost us 220 million. We not make a show. As you had the $600 million, Emma $360 million. You Google Nipabotum, and you're more than 200 million. You see, Saday. Oh, yeah, dear Grana, you do 200 was see Crampua, and this is
a married deal, no, $360.
360. Yes, so yes, I can.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, that's wow. This is what is destroying the economy. Masasika $600 million. You find and divide it. Near one number of hospitals a bit to miss your mom. This is a serious scandal. My young boy, Yandina, and now why you me? Sisi, I had to say you're quite in Myanmar. Yet 300 more Nippon near Juma. Near money $51.3 million Ghana city. No, I could be free.
Mammy, I'm from the corner and tower you made. So, hello, good morning. I'm Mr. McCall and agent of Sache. Said ya, said Donkor air fire, didn't send me, but with your cost.
Look, I know not, when you rose a bit to my year, me village war. Nini na ye disasicano. Look, Yawaha. And when you put that any, said Metro, you pet Tina with your gubasa. Now, since you have done the pack of credibility, near or drop the party to go home, or see each a bass or J of 100 cities. Now you have 3.6 million. Opati, you know, what count 113 buses and ground. Cigarettes comes 11,000 different. About 3.5 million Ghana cedi ni paid. Now road, even Malata market. Now kaya year
Amanyosem comes with priorities.
Yes.
Obi priority is obe brand Ghana. And I say obe tumia yama obi ehun se Ghana baby ye dru ni. Be obi so priority ni say obe boy your fundamentals and our foundation is solid. Na ye nyina ye tumi akoye nim. It is so ye ne sa, how is that a problem?
That is 3.6 million when you old Ghana city 36 billion. Now only part they are drawn nipa ti dey go bass ho.
You call on.
Now any
hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Abedi.
Yes, Joe to say.
Hello, my name Abedi. Na me adum boss na mo so e.
Okay, koso.
E de na me ase mabai me chia no matia openyin. Donkor and chichu no de ba ne. Ye chia ga na penyin na bi de chiri. Ma penyin ku podo bi obia. Sinya ko pa ho de ma. Ye nua ba na school so chia. Adam send up ku mi na so chia.
Me Jobia.
I come better me kan of place. Hello?
Yes, Joe Koso.
I come better me kan of place. Odi e okasa em se ekwachiri ena mpanifu sutie dialogue program a mpanifu tie pa etimi show wadaroma kan no bia ntake se yewura o searchi mensa bonsu sa ensem na o ke kan ne do na obontle ke kan ne de ba ye no bi ko kan da ne se na o kan o fan to ho obi a wo hye to no obi committee ono no munye na my arrangement am committee akwa press conference na makasa akire e domni press e ko ne yati se asam no say MPP any NDC na aka bom na mo kwa bontra ko ka asam no wuye na utu ka na fre unia wa still to ba to ko class and tell for ba ya no aka cho say yom yam ya o ko tol vote mi ma ulu say du man wo shisha na wo ene tia some wo ka radio ni TV so tia some wo ka wo pipi so e je du man wo shisha ma ru
Joe you better say
adan
you better say
ko na ye for bofo
ma bonim rafop e wa yusu kuma se tempa e se hye mama na na yenko so
yeah NDC ba ba mu ana hwe that time no what am say you never seen very relevant now your problems okay yeah well problems in the suspending but managing is no we need head office war kokomlemle am by 20 million and no year I'm to go see that this war but that time not that dan no am to me ntram na I wait kaya yefo na mo na street so adenti no man tesi ta 20 million na go sit down na mo de bo unim kiosk e betumi si na the 40 kiosk keke na mo say mo de munnam ana fato land kura ni enka se yen chudre munnam nkogu mo de mo nkodi dem na de sia mo asori akomadwuma mo de sit down ti ho ekotre mo ye press conference na obi
mo dan the press conference kwa na mo ye wo
na e na mo ye wo hwe na wo de akosi ene wo ye ya chese ni ye si edama parliament ye hu bi da wa asase so the serious ye hu bi da
mama about 10 points so hello good morning
Abedi.
Yes sir pacho dini be bia ofrefi
Kofi ne mfifi tema
Kofi enkoso
the person is this say edura bia na empenifo no omunyi a sebi nyefe yo media temo
ene be twa so wa ene to sebi anasa
Chimi. Then try to say, oh, majority leader.
Numa papa president in a 20 me mabonti me can want some I said we na baleka.
You better say that some now could do no.
Yeah, Segami housing project.
Yeah.
Mrs. Wait, and that's something I hear in Namho, or no see a parliament, and now or no so can be. I got that parliament. I did $200 million.
And the sense
that's gonna come. Who the question? Okay.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Sorry.
Yes, sir. But you didn't have a free fee.
The free mango line. But country, country as I don't go say, who's the happy? Murray. The country mango line, if I'm not late.
Alex and Koso.
But country as I don't go say, send your walk okay, all can you papa, really good job, or number all can you do now all me John chapter 3 verse 19. No say adia young people cow John chapter 3 verse 19. It's all can you
You better say. Mr. Donkor, young Koso, a futu will be so the amount. And oh, no mouse and wash you. You don't know him the entire Alex, or say, or free. You another call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, that is saying.
Yamiado, when I was where. Pacho Koso. The Pacho my TV in the volume didn't go from why. Okay, no. Will TV near too loud. Me Pacho for 0240550899 name komo. Yani Christian Donkor. Mr. Donkor Koso.
Yeah. No.
Oh, sorry. I think another caller.
Okay.
Album. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, went to me international Koso.
Yeah. Near Casagrimi housing project.
Yeah.
What Kokacha Parliament say? OJ Sika. 200 million, I could see 5,000 houses. Who could see little over 1,000. Now, Usha Sika Mojina about 200 million. Who divided by 5,000? It's about them. And I say, you see, pay $40,000. Yes, 1,000. Okabomwa is getting to closer to $20 million. What different one? About $150 million or $148 million. Yeah, this has come. On my housing project.
Oh, we are maybe say 80. Oh, a dear na fast a series of corruption cases. And I say Sika Union for a mom for some in the past administration now be permanent. A dear near be
yeah, so
more we submission.
Yes, Intina make us Nina. All the time why Nina definitely it will go to court.
Okay. Sure. Call be na Mount Tower. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, maybe we didn't be a free fee.
Yeah, me didn't for you make us free.
Okay. Last caller na can't seem be na me kind na ama was say John 3:19, the New International Version. This is the verdict. Light has come into the world, but people loved darkness instead of light because their deeds were evil. No, and a branch and
people don't want the light.
And I'm sure I have read your message. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Pacho dini baby, I will free fee.
Pacho, often means I'm Kasefi Kumasi.
The Pacho Koso.
Hello. Yo, Pacho, that's kind of person make can say. We are Chimensa. Nyama so come asem no ontumi nka na we a wagye atene ni ase no no anu nimnyo obenya wo
Ghana for
nke wo papa bi ase so oboma MPP no we dey name mo so ma no mi fit no no di bi agro mi fit no so a mi fit no di bi agro papa ikan ya wo se ade pi no ata wo ma saka na di so aka na fam da na wo hwe na ho popo a wo di yes edwuma na o interest wo
Yo, you better ask.
You need to be a watch on my dream. Men a dumb and you want to thank us for service. How do I see the way done you feel?
You better ask. You better ask. Obiso chef, Yeshua Yashua say I agree with him about the court complex, But Mama also lost his election as a result of the cumulative effect of all the things he did, including spending money on needless things. It had a cumulative effect. And so see, no money be brave. I said I walk on of house or no yarding, and I say, as the Mama, no money be brave. Yeah, not a win here, and I say, Niana here cry no share. Sika ya na abroso mohum. Nini na kahumbi. And I went to me and I'm taking a very last call. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, sir. Mpacho dini baby awu frefi.
From Bachiado.
Bachi yankoso.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Mpacho etio.
And the whole the Mr. Donkor come. That's the reality. In France, secretary young ye. Can anybody tell me the person of us? But my impression say something has been done in Germany. The something has been done. Like how many mileage is the kilometers left? So I scale it must pay 200 books all over the village. The person benefited because they are about around a grand, you only okay.
You better ask it.
The young people, you know, and they say, try to that's spread in all over. My God, because that's why I say, how many kilometers? How many kilometers?
You better ask it. Yeah, but that's Mr. Donkor, young question. Now, okay.
Yeah, me just say. Once a question now, who besides say, Nina cumulative effect. The thing is that, and you just say, I did your hope, name your priority, and you can. Yeah, they are condemned. Say, the now, you have serious challenges, and the yes, money is fine. Near me just say, yes, allow people to talk, but Nipa be a mobile yes, and near maybe. Oh, more job press conference. As if said they are angels, no. And no, now me maki some references.
And so now,
said Nipa would your man who be tia man so. Nia who ya any na real. Na say wait you know by there. Oh, there would dimika. Who Diana Ganias here cannot walk with your commune.
Who can send your baby?
Nana Mitchell say these are serious corruption scandals.
I also under the Mahama.
Yes. Ghana Sika. Now, you were serious challenges. Near John Dumalo.
Yeah.
John Dumalo, Janoka. Would you have to talk V8? At the Masanko 4 way at the Chamon, not Ghana. Call Abobosikosan for that and show a real ball. A pine, every nase. Know what to talk V8 now, the amount of 4. No, now, Lucia Lesho Dimrika. Na criminal aspect no so o dimrika so ko ada ko she baby ma o change won yama na why you different no now no o dimrika be just share me that say sika way you better be dey hospital na I employ workers normal area juma na manfo nya jobs ni adade when you were taking V8 from I don't one device and say nurses go within 2012 to 2016 nurses a go as about for your estimate but 20,000 and over. Abayi baba aba what cumulate to omego that time you to V8 one can say hospital young family even Legondie young fam finish it am yet done in the sewer empty one to me can say young fam employ nurses and I would jay you who could change say nya me Nigeria for fee and ye chiwa and ka odi ko shamaslo no casa am toye unim SSS we say Manase ono no yes I suppose anyame unim SSS better so I report to say di comparing the prices am ton and it's even now senior am ton onya 18 million Ghana cedi na 18 million Ghana cedi no unim road betuma construct now why you we are we jump a little opportunity what cause you go no watch ex-president before see we say no Jubilee House and onya donor from India from 30 million bi ye dinatamwa say we cry the as wa bom soma ade obeye na bi we
donor funding they come with instructions and you have to follow it to the letter
then no bono awu de tonchen ye dinatam de ye campaign sa and 2008 and no crack ho and do lusu ye now when you see that so to ho fe no
say na ye use be payment
Professor Thomas buy no am ka chen say mo go trem any one am some the bayan kukobuno because now man for chess and come uncle shakukobuno so that they take them on mujaya and you didn't call shake catch one a fofian water me a debaya no ya de no or call baby but you be upon us a castle and you good you know there or question
no what are you implying say expert the man to atamis for some monk now na ni we chi
na me say go hit the whole no nyina someone ko tan ho
mo ko ji office
and am de no question a castle ho because I no cramp na man o sin say on the castle ho no bensuan no hwensuo no cramp no wo hwe even on say that time so na no ho on say no do no kakra na on hye da anya too strong enti nsuo no e bossa wo de pa ko tran po no so wo nya stronger na ye si dan ye si mfimfia ti say hwese na ye si five papa si ye di natam saa ana mama na nkotran ho owu wie pa hre no atwa U10 wonu mo twa U10 ya to papa yi ato Jubilee House no akọ change no ade aba flasa owie no kọ hye ho so ye di atam saa se nye eso ye bae and ye kọ hye ho so many corruption jida and sada sa niama
you about to ask next week hopefully since say there Mr. Chris Donkor ni kasa every Friday and now you be AFCON discussions and say there na dey brew na ye penifo e wo ha young energetic men are hwa we ban soccer mun sem na sports are almost yeah too much ye be ye sa na ma afis ma menchia Samini me say Samini responded to John Dumelo you know on social media but that is what I expect from us say yeah you take here on and you bibia na was say free abem and free opanyi bi sometimes why wouldn't say their own you can this is the way out it is just fair and civil say in the nice way you let the person know say bra say this so on this note I respect and greet Samini well let's try and wrap it up here I think so I have one more caller if I'm not mistaken. Hello, good morning. Okay, I think so went to me, you know. So Christian Donkor. Yeah. You know we didn't come, but me just a minute and I wrap it up in the uncle.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that Parliament, there were so many challenges. Now, no, everybody will share all the departments. Among for Kase, where the moon suspended kakra. But what I like about this administration is so I just say they listen. Into Osha, Bebrena would draw say, oh, you go ahead. That is very fine. But my problem with Kofu Kasano to be particular NDC proposal. My interest Moon Yasra Bofu in a Mugo Maimu. And to Munka Okujo Tablapa. Unim Nidia Honoaba. Almost foundation why is against it. Was say, I find where on one. Enka amba na mu consult to anko beka say sa sika no 200 no amu fama na mu fanya research ya fanya say ya fa research
na say obi and nam no bi ni ko say NDC ni ka say research and che say fabra me enko che
me na make a you are the better research na make sure say ya fancy what they need is offices at their constituency.
Oh, so the offices for the MPs.
So that they can go and then now my visit her. Now man I say that to get closer to them. This is explanation. And you have 200 million no man. But now you have a office or constituency.
That's the same thing.
Now make a say so anything. Look at an argument. And I want to be answer no. Say they are suffering from diarrhea.
And I said diarrhea
because who say enjoy? Who say am district offices. Now, what you get to closer. Now, no, this you can't go to yes office and sign work on constituency.
My main said, time expert the Mahama, Massa announcements. Now, Okuja Tabla, he was there.
No, they were clapping.
So what happened to him?
They were clapping. Pa. Not one quick one. Whoa. 20 25,000 Ghana cedis. Runnings. And one catch on said these people object to two houses with almost over $6 million. And you found out raise all these things move left and right. The SSS again now who's a road is what amount for a kaya ye for that kwaso.
Mr. Donkor, Edbesia, Ubibeka, Yefesiana, or Chanso another day. Yet the BBR say a share show, any Christian Donkor needing come or a chartered accountant or some auditor and What's that the influence? We share na digital one. Check it down everywhere. Yeah, share 450 seat chamber anka member of parliament in the person one more raise. The question is, where is the funding coming from? So much me answer sir, it will solve all problems. Truly, say funding here yes kakra na e band dem pamocha mu fan to baby answer. But say ma mu don't have agent be na dey bad there. Fine, we all accept it with the arms wide open. But yes, uncle no, you better be biasia or yemre a share, will be answer journey. And then we the football discussions, a best so. Mama pay 230. Mr. Donkor cry. Mr. Donkor say, "Hey, we with the other bills." And then there.
Definitely. It should be
yes, you said that. Yes, you said that. You said that.
My instinct tells me so.
I see. That's what I'm about. Sometimes you apply all those technicalities.
Now, Madam
Stella.
Oh, Tim, we are the manual.
Over running it. Maybe we saw what's in channel. What's in channel? More directions.
No. She was virtually telling me almost everything that was wrong with the team.
I see.
But some say, look, back up in a party. On your one and all the college. What's the guy? On your one and all the college. And so he was pointing almost and
he was pointing the players he should
because you're the manual of he was telling all the
loopholes. I think that madam when she was in school she was doing sports. That's a little ahead.
Because I was wondering.
No, yes or no boy hockey or boy out for national and that's what I heard the secret. I know. It's madam not per sports because we share your giant screen and your man too. I must be honest. On one initiative on one or piece car you change kaketwa say you tuane amount screen say one nam kwa ho ekofie one more person mobile yeah put your drop for person near behwe no we can have everybody inside into na more like a family outside, a family fun thing, and it's really working. So say no we share enkuonkuo ni nyuma one more basa one person be kan ho na share the next match on Monday, don't miss it at the forecourt Guest Media Limited Hano you be show the life you be nyam penifo bi no muso ne ya beche afi so one more me ya be discussions yes picky celebrities politicians ne penifo bi pa kisa Donkor next trip em so no so be comment ni kakra no ma be commentating no so bi wa it me mess out afi utifie no anya ba hwe na 2TV yeah mouth the clear is crystal clear and then yes ana focus you be do bi ase yeah there see you so ase your batampa also ya ase hwe echi and a person who say well be Rahari say
Madam Stella
Madam respect
you or be selection or
me consult madam
no be change problems the woman na you need the company member so consult no because we believe on that day was telling me almost everything that are some way I see at the you wait
your front line seat for penifo ya mbehwe game ni bi ntia mo ya sontene make you available I want am penifo discussion because if me abidi anim show near the dialogue nyame ya adomo Monday ya baba ya make you way for amofana no so the national agenda abrow men ko ba bia nyame nhyira na nyame nhyira Ghana nyame nhyira